Hey, my little lovers, get ready with me while I get into this look and share 12 facts about myself. These 12 facts about me. I am a very, very easygoing person. Very easy to get along with, girl. Like it's bye dramatic. Very dramatic. My perfectionism. Yay! My perfectionism is a thorn in my side. I love like explanations of things, like clear instructions, like clear cut explanations of things, even though sometimes I find myself like writing down little cheat codes, and then when I go back at it, I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Like, I was trying to lock people out, but instead I was the people. One of my biggest grievances is people thinking that because I'm smart, or because I like do well in school, or because I love chasing A's, I'm just naturally understanding. Write my instructions down on a piece of paper. Clear instructions. Okay? Clear. A to Z. Clear instructions. I love thinking that I'm in a Broadway sometimes. In a Broadway musical sometimes. Clear instructions, because what happens is when I go from one room to the other, I completely forget what I'm in the room for. I don't know how it happens. Yeah. I think when it comes to, actually, I know I'm just above average, high meeting expectations kind of person who loves. Hands down. Hands down. I think I might. No. You know what? Nobody matches the love of God. Honestly, I still need to get there. I definitely still need to get there, but I love beyond expectation. And I think partly because I know partly because I want to be loved that way. So I'm just an above average lover. You know, I'm just above average lover. Like, and I think, or I know that it is because of this above average, doesn't even hit the bar, doesn't even touch the surface of mediocrity kind of love. I think it's just because, or I know it's just because I sort of value what I do for people so much that I have yet to experience someone other than my pastor to experience or to like show me up for the kind of love that I'm exuding. I'm a beyond lover. I am a beyond love level of person. My care and expectation is like I'll always meet your expectations when it comes to love and when it comes to care. It's just the reciprocation of it isn't always the same. I feel like I need to conceal more areas of my face. I don't drink coffee. If I do drink cappuccino, no sugar. But I technically at home I drink rooibos tea with 1 sugar. But the thing is, there's like a certain way that my sugar needs to be measured. Like that's just so jy vat die yesterday. Jy vat die teelepel en dan moet daar net sulke laagie wees. It's like just 1 layer of sugar. It's like it needs to be measured, but it also doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be met, but it needs to. You know what I mean? I know it's facts about myself. That's what it is. That's what it is. So I've been doing makeup for about 9 years now. 2017. About 9 years. That's crazy. But I'm still learning. Like, it's not a, I've learned it for 9 years. I know everything now. It's still a learning process. So don't beat yourself up about your small beginnings because we all had to start with patchiness. We still experience patchiness sometimes because like we're so sometimes you don't makeup you need to focus. You know, when you create a face you need to focus and sometimes we lack that focus. I also tend to over explain myself because I need to be understood when I'm saying something. And that's probably because I don't understand often. So I try to over explain so that you know to over explain me and make sure that I know what you're talking about. They always tell you how to love them. Just pay attention. I'm not necessarily friends with anyone because of association. Hallo, hallo.
Hi dames, hoe staat het?
Ga je?
Je maakt hier een prachtige dag.
Ja.
Het oor is gewoon zeer nou.
Sure.
Van hier aan kijk niet.
Come on.
Je maakt recht. Dat is nog jong, je moet achter jezelf kijken.
Ja.
Naar je kijken, jullie naar je kijken.
Verstaan? Ek moet ander wys hoe kyk ek aan myself sodat hulle kan sien.
Dat is recht toe.
Ek gaan nie so na kyk nie, so kom ek al maar verby.
Dan gaat die weer vandaan weg.
Hm?
Ga je weer vandaan.
Nee, ek is af vandag.
Ai, hoe? Dan klopt dat aan. Wat, mami en daddy dan?
Hulle is daar agter. Mami was goed.
Nee, dat is klaar. Maar die is zeker niet.
Nee, gaan agtertoe, hou kan my.
Nee, van achter toe.
Dat is wat je ook.
Ja.
As I was saying. Someone's trying to call me. Decline. Thank you. So, I'm not friends with everyone because of association, but I definitely don't mind being an acquaintance who gives you good advice. Like, just because of corruption and association, I'm not particularly friends with everyone. And you should learn to distinguish friendships, and association. You see, I love giving advice. I'm just an encyclopedia waiting to happen when it comes to like relationships, to be very honest with you. Simply because I've experienced so much in relationships already and because of association that I now am very picky with who I call friends because there's a certain level of expectation when it comes to friendships, and I don't want to put people in that category and then they don't fulfill what friendship is. And so now it's just, oh, I know of her, or I know her, or I know him, but I won't consider saying that's my friend. You know what I mean? So I am multidisciplined, and I absolutely appreciate the fact that I can do a variety of things. I think, especially within enjoying yourself, like there would never be a time where I would actually get bored of myself because there's so much locked within me that it's just a constant level or a constant state of discovery. You know, every time I get to sit with myself and think about, can you not? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But honestly, though, I'm just a parable of the talents, and I appreciate the fact that I am. So, I'm one of those people who has a notebook for literally everything. Every single thing I have a notebook for. And because of my perfection, sometimes I kind of, or because of my forgetfulness, actually, sometimes I tend to forget that I have a specific notebook for that specific thing. And I don't know. I just thought that would be a nice little fact to share because I have a lot of notebooks. I have one for my vision for the year. I have one for gratitude. I have a journal that's just my thoughts. I have a diary. Then I have a separate diary for like really, really important things that has their own to-do lists. I have I have a lot of diaries, notebooks, and I appreciate that. I really do. Even though sometimes I have less time in the day to look at all of them, but you know, when you work it out in a span of things, or in, I'm just gonna stop rambling because I'm very insecure about the fact that I just said I have a ton of notebooks and I lack keeping up with them. Again, perfectionist. My biggest pet peeve is meaningless conversations. I think that might just have to be top 10 one of the biggest things I dislike. Meaningless conversations. Like, don't waste my time like that. I would rather choose where I want to waste my time, but that's like the biggest time wasters of life. And I don't really subscribe to that. I'm just gonna diffuse my blush a little bit because it's starting to give a little bit more purple than it's supposed to be. Okay, looks good. I'm also in a place in my life where I'm out of setting spray, but also developing my spiritual gifts. And I think that develops in such a way where you have to consecrate yourself. And so that's the phase kind of like where I am currently, or in this phase and stage of my life within my spiritual gift development. And that's also why I love the Matrix so much, because like you're a part of the world, but you're not conformed to the world. Speaking of conformed, you should check out my latest podcast, Dodging, my latest podcast, my first podcast, other than doing radio presentation or hosting. Dodging Culture. It is under the Rooted Through Grace Network YouTube channel. And the first episode should be out. We're talking boys. So make sure you check it out. Let's give you a bonus fact. I am extremely giddy, very, very happy child, just all over hyperactive. And you'll probably see that through the course of every video that I make. But thank you so much for watching. I see you on the next one.